Got nothing to say to a girl you're allowed to be killed by a demon?
One of the stonemasons dropped in with this. They're in town to repair the floor of the sacristy, and they found a much older flagstone underneath.
Has anyone else seen this?
I tried to stop him. I've still got the wound on my back he gave me.
He got away, didn't he?
This inscription suggests that prior to the first cathedral being built on this site, it was believed to be the place of earthly manifestation for a devil named Asmoth.
He got away after killing the woman you were going to marry.
Asmoth is the name of the so-called demon that John Strange claimed caused the death of his fiancée.
What do you want?
What do you think?
Get out of my dreams, Rich. I don't need this.
Did you think you could keep me away forever? After all, we do share a son.
You haven't harmed Joey.
Why should I harm him? He's mine.
I asked you before, what do you want?
I have a message.
Message? What do you mean, message?
Tell your friend, Mr. Strange, that he's still here.
Who is? Who are you talking about?
He's still here, and he's hungry.
What?
Go. Here goes the 4x400 metre relay. Mark Hilton on the lead off, and he's gone. Switzerland outside him, and Pierre Hilaire for France out in lane 8. The leader
Okay, if there's anybody there, you may as well know right now that I already called the police.
John?
Oh, great, it's you. I was going to ring, but I didn't want to wake you.
Is he there?
He's locked himself in his room. He won't say why. He won't say anything.
Has anything happened?
No, it's all quiet.
Kevin hasn't felt anything?
Kevin's not here.
Well, where is he?
Earlier tonight, he sent him out of town. He wouldn't tell me why, and now he's just sitting in there. I can't get a word out of him. I don't know. Do you want me to try him again?
No. I'll wait until tomorrow. Maybe he'll be okay by then.
I hope so.
You better get some sleep. That's what I'm gonna do.
Cool. All right, well, I'll catch you later.
Okay, bye.
I'm sorry.
Have you seen what you've done to my whole carpet?
It's raining very hard outside.
What do you think you're doing?
I was working late. I forgot my coat.
And what about my rent?
Yes, hello. This is Canon Black. May I speak with Inspector Stewart, please? Thank you.
Hi.
Blimey. What were you up to last night? All right, all right.
How is he?
He's still in there. I can't get a word out of him.
I'll see what I can do.
Good luck.
John, it's me. Are you all right? I'm worried about you. Toby said you're not feeling very well. Can you give me some indication of what's wrong? Do you want me to call the doctor?
Good morning. I don't know you, do I, miss?
Atkins, Jude Atkins. I'm so sorry, I thought you were...
No, you're right, I am blind. You're wearing cacharel, if I'm not mistaken. And the miss was a wild guess. Can I come in? I'm Father Bernard, by the way. John and I are old friends. Watch out, watch out.
Hey, Father B.
I'll have some of that coffee, Toby. Is he in here?
Yes. I don't know why he won't open the door.
John? It's me now. Listen to this. I've had the police onto me this morning. It seems that a security guard down at the swimming pool has discovered a locker full of human bones. But not only that, there's been absolutely no reports of any killings. But the police want to know if any of the brothers have been buried recently, and if the remains have been desecrated. The thing is, John, they were looking for a source of the newly deceased because most of the bones had been recently gnawed.
Do they mention anything else about the bones?
Oh, be reasonable, John. It was hard enough to get out of them what I did. Gnawed was all they'd say.
And they were in a locker?
Anyone could buy the use of one for a year, provide his own padlock. No one remembers this one being open for some time.
He's still here and he's hungry.
What?
The dreams have come back. I saw Rich this time. He told me to tell you he's still here and he's hungry. Who's still here?
Oh, dreams can have many meanings. I myself have spent entire nights in the arms of Sophia Loren, which is quite ridiculous. I wouldn't give her a second look in real life.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It could be just nonsense.
Jude, I need to clean up a bit. Can we...
Yeah, I've got to go to the supermarket anyway. I just wanted to reassure myself that you were okay.
Thanks.
Okay, see you later. Father Bernard.
How much does she know?
She saw one of the newspaper reports a while ago. I don't know if she went back to look at more.
She would have seen this. Is she the inquisitive type?
She's a nurse. Used to be a researcher.
Why did you lock yourself in this room?
I don't like them to see me in pain.
What kind of pain?
It burns. But it's cold, icy cold. I only felt it once before. You know when.
What about the sensitive?
I sent him on holiday. It might have been too much for him to bear. Have you felt it too? Is that why you're here?
I was hopeful I could spare you this until today.
What?
Last week, I was walking through the cathedral on my way to the library. I like to go through the sacristy to avoid the steps. I should have recognized the scent of stone dust in the air. But I was preoccupied. And then, before I knew it, I was flat on my face on the floor. Damn fool stonemasons had ripped up the floor for repair and gone to lunch, leaving it unattended. The facing stone was removed, and underneath it another, rougher stone, probably pre-Christian. As I ran my hands across it to get up, I couldn't help reading the letters A-S-M-O-T-H. Asmoth. Hello there. Welcome to my studio. Ah, Miss Atkins. I won't shake hands. I can never be certain I've wiped it all off.
That's all right.
Do sit down. I imagine you're wondering what my paintings would be like. As you can imagine, I'm hopeless at colours and I can only guess at form and composition. I'm hoping to sell one to the Tate Modern.
Actually, I was admiring your garden.
Yes, beautiful, isn't it? I still had my sight when I started it, but it isn't necessary to enjoy it. There's a myriad of textures and perfumes.
What did you really come to tell John about this morning?
I was afraid you came to ask me that.
You think he's still here, don't you? The demon.
His name is Asmoth. You heard of him?
No.
Sometimes called Asmodeus or Astaroth, he was feared and worshipped in pagan times in this country. Some even say he was converted by the ancients into what we now call the devil.
Converted?
Yes. Oh yes, the devil is a fairly modern concept, you know. But there were always demons. And above all, was Asmoth. Do you know how the location of a cathedral was determined?
No.
They were each built on sites where manifestations of evil had been reported in order to sanctify the land.
I don't follow.
Just before the events you saw in the newspapers, John Strange became convinced that the cathedral was built on the site where Asmoth appeared on Earth. A gateway to pandemonium, which can only mean
A gathering place for demons. What made him so sure?
Didn't I say? Asmoth's chief delight was devouring his victims alive. John Strange was too late to save Helen.
Is that fire door locked at night?
Yeah. I'm not allowed to padlock it till the building's vacated, health and safety.
I take it the place is alarmed.
Yes. Of course, we can't actually have any motion sensors in this area. The movement of the water would constantly be setting them off. Here we are. Police took everything, thank heavens.
No fingerprints, I assume.
No. Stacey, I can't really help you. You need to speak with the authorities.
Yes. Thank you anyway.
Have to excuse me. We need to drain the pool for health reasons, just in case. I need to field the members of the disgruntled public.
Of course.
Yeah, I'd like to make an emergency appointment, please. Yeah, that would be great. Thomas, yeah. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Father Bernard. Canon. Long time no see.
Is that a joke?
Obviously not. What I mean is it's unusual to find you here in the cathedral.
Speaking of which, I believe you were seen in the vicinity of John Strange's house recently.
Really?
You don't recall the occasion?
Well, it's so difficult to tell where I am a great deal of the time. I once went to spend the day with some novice nuns, and it was quite some hours before I realized I was in an entirely different sort of house altogether.
I'd feel much happier if you'd promise me that you take particular care where you go at the moment. For someone with your unfortunate affliction, this city can be a treacherous place.
You needn't worry yourself about that.
Good.
You see, over the years I have developed an acute sensitivity to nefarious characters in my vicinity.
It has been so pleasant chatting with you.
Yes, we must do it again sometime.
And do take care.
I will.
brought you a sandwich for lunch. I know what happened. John, I'm so sorry. What can I possibly say?
Nothing. I think you should stop seeing me.
Why?
You said you knew what happened.
John,
It's too big a risk. It's dangerous to be around me.
you're not thinking straight at the moment.
He's still here and he's hungry. You told me so yourself.
Dreams can have many meanings.
You've been to see Father Bernard.
Yeah.
What did he tell you?
Enough.
If he told you enough, you'd do what I'm asking.
John, don't put yourself through all this.
Did he mention how he got like that? How a demon clawed out his eyes so he couldn't be recognized again? Why do you think he lives behind those 10-foot walls? Gets the brothers to search the grounds before they lock the gates every night. This is what we're dealing with here. It's not an intellectual pastime to replace the research job you threw up.
I'm not exactly a bystander in all this, you know. I lived with Rich for 12 years. I slept with him. I had his son. Do you think that's an easy thing to come to terms with? That you've been impregnated by something inhuman? I am not doing this for amusement, John. I'm doing it for closure. Because somewhere out there's an end to all of this. And finding it is just as essential to me as it is to you. And in any case, I'm not Helen. And I'm not about to let anything happen to me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be...
No. You're right. I was just thinking of myself. I deserved that.
Well, maybe you did, but I still shouldn't have said it.
I've been to the swimming pool.
And? A tooth, so what?
The bones in the locker were gnawed, remember?
That's a front incisor. You couldn't gnaw through a bone with a tooth like that.
It's not a tooth. It has no root.
Well, what is it then?
It's a crown. It fits over a tooth.
Well?
Canon?
Been in the garden practicing your skipping again?
I was just...
It doesn't matter. Do you remember the document I told you to forget? It isn't a riddle. Just get it.
Yes, of course. Here we are.
I've never seen it, you understand?
Yes.
Now listen carefully. I want you to take it and dispose of it in exactly the way I'm about to outline. Is that clear?
Well, I found someone's old crown when I was out this morning, and I was thinking it'd save a lot of trouble if I could discover who it belonged to and return it. You didn't have any emergency appointments this morning. Okay, Well, thanks. Yeah, I'll keep searching. Bye. A lot of them close at lunchtime, unfortunately. They probably go to schools and hand out sweets in the playground.
I don't want to throw cold water on this, but every tooth is filed down before fitting one of these.
Look at the impression. The tooth is curved and pointed. Why would you do that just to fit a crown?
Well, you could be right, but aside from that, what hard evidence do we have that Asmoth is around? A bunch of bones we haven't seen, which is supposed to be gnawed, but no apparent death.
Asmoth is reputed to sleep for several years after sating himself. When the time is right, he wakes up again. You heard Father Bernard say they'd had new graves opened. First he takes the easy ones, then when he gets hungrier and hungrier, he's forced to turn to living flesh.
Are you sure you're not...
Sure I'm not what?
I just mean, where's the evidence?
Isn't it time you picked up Joey from school?
Yes, I suppose so.
I'll let you know if anything comes up. Look, don't worry.
I had the locksmith in this afternoon. What the shit do you think you're playing at? It's no good getting angry, Mr. Thomas. I am within my statutory rights. You have withheld payment for more than 3 months now. Take this thing off of here! I will gladly take it off and allow you access to your possessions when you have paid me.
Where am I going to sleep tonight?
I have no idea.
Oh, please. I haven't eaten all day. My food's in there.
What a pity. Now, I would like you to leave, please.
Do you mind if I have those?
No.
Cool. I can't find anything about Asmoth on the web. No pictures, no text, no mention. It's weird. It's like someone systematically wiped everything.
Nothing's showing up on the instruments.
No. What's that?
The Journals of Matthew Hopkins, 1646.
A witchfinder general. He was bonkers, wasn't he?
Even mad people have enemies. He claims he found 6 followers of Asmoth in 1645. The whole lot of them had had their teeth filed down so they could follow their master's example.
Wow.
Under torture, they admitted that a stone marked the place on Earth where Asmoth commanded a convocation of demons, but they would never divulge where. So he had them all hanged and their bodies thrown into a pit.
Tough on crime, tough on the causes of crime, eh?
I'm going out for a while. Don't let anyone in unless you know it's me. It's gone. Asmoth. Where are you?
I don't know how you got in, but if you imagine I don't know you're there, you are sadly mistaken. I'm giving you a count of 3 to leave this place. 1, 2. I suppose you think that because of my blindness you have me at a disadvantage. But in this darkness, in this garden that I move around every day of my life, it is you that have the disadvantage.
I want the blue ones!
Oh, there isn't time, darling. You can have the blue ones tomorrow.
Coming!
Joey, will you hurry up, please? I told Auntie Mary we'd be there in half an hour. Kevin!
Kevin!
I thought you were supposed to be out of town.
I came back.
Did something happen? John told you to stay away, didn't he?
I came back.
Joey, would you like Kevin to look after you instead of Auntie Mary?
Yeah.
OK, there's cereal in the kitchen. Help yourself. I'm on shift at 8.
Thank you.
Between you and me, I think John's a bit oversensitive at the moment.
Come on.
Mr. Parrish, you called for a stewardess?
Well, I've done all I can of this. Thought you might be able to finish it.
What?
You don't like crosswords?
Ugh, I don't get much time in here, but thanks.
At my age, it's the only thing that keeps me going.
Yes?
Hello, does a Mr. Thomas live here?
Does he owe you money?
No. I think I found something of his that I want to return. Why? Is he in trouble?
I believe anything about that boy. I live alone here. I have to be careful, you know.
I understand.
So I locked his room up yesterday and threw him out until he pays his back rent. He says he gets paid today.
Do you know where he works?
Sorry.
Well, if he gets paid today, he'll be back to give you the money, won't he?
I wouldn't place bets on that. He's lied before.
If he does come back, could you give him this and ask him to give me a call, please?
I'll try.
Thank you.
Is there any time of day when I can enjoy a moment of peace?
He was found in the garden at first light.
Oh? Brother Peter. Yes? Yes, I see. Where is he now? Thank you.
They say he's been pretty badly chewed up, possibly by some ferocious dog.
Indeed.
Shall I get the car and drive you to the hospital straight away?
Put on another 2 eggs. I detest them hard-boiled. Your move, Mr. Strange.
Evidence. I've got evidence.
What is it?
Where's that cast of the tooth?
It's just here.
An exact match.
Hello.
Jude, hi, it's Patrick from A&E.
I'll be right down. Excuse me. He asked for me.
We've got to get him into surgery fast.
Father Bernard, can you hear me?
He's under. He won't speak now.
He's trying to write. A pen? A pen, quick, thank you. What did you want to tell me?
What's he doing? He can't wait any longer.
Just a minute.
That's it.
I'll give you a ring when he's out of theatre.
Hello?
Toby, I need to speak to John urgently.
I was just gonna ring you. He's been taken away by the police.
What?
Yeah, they took everything in the place away to examine. And all the equipment Oh, God. What if they found the files I copied illegally from NASA?
You mean Napster?
No, I don't. They even took the bones.
Bones? What bones?
I don't know, he just found them somewhere.
Where?
He didn't have time to say, look, Jude, what should I do?
Just sit tight, all right? I'll get back to you. I've got something to check out first.
don't understand.
Can you read it?
Yes. What does it say? It just says... a trap.
Naturally, when we found the bones at the pool, we opened up this again as a matter of course. Someone who's been accused of murdering his girlfriend before tends to stick in our minds. Couldn't resist going back to the pool to check if we'd found anything, could you? My money was on you going for the girl next. But you figured we'd be watching out for her. I blame myself. I should have tailed you both. But as usual, we're short of personnel. We do know that you went out alone last night. Care to tell me where?
No.
Take a little walk down the monastery, did you? How did you get in the gates?
You tell me.
No, you tell me your little theory about demons. It wasn't you that got the monk, was it? It was a demon. Does he talk to you, John? Did he tell you you had to do it? Then perhaps you'll tell me how you came to be in possession of human remains. What have you done with those poor bastards? Or was that a demon, too? You better just pray that monk doesn't pull through. Because if he does, he'll be able to identify you. And your demon days are over, Mr. Strange. Take him down. I'm sick of the sight of him.
Of course, we all prayed for him to make a complete recovery, but, well, I'm afraid I've been concerned that his illness, shall we say, is once again getting the better of him. I do my best to discourage it, of course, but we are all human with human frailties.
No, you've been very helpful, Canon. I'm only sorry we didn't act soon enough to spare the prior.
Yes. If I can be of any further assistance to your inquiry, please don't hesitate to call on me.
Will do.
Goodbye.
John Strange. Yes. Isn't he allowed to speak to anyone? Well?
Jude.
I'll ring you back.
He just came out of theatre. He's hanging on, but they say he may have to lose the leg. They wanted me to ask you, if they have to do it, can they dispose of it?
What?
You know, what with him being a monk and everything? He usually goes straight to the incinerator.
Oh, I don't know, sorry.
Anyway, I'll keep you in touch. He's going into high dependency for the moment.
Thanks. Ken? How does stuff get to the incinerator for disposal?
Porters take it down, disposal guys burn it.
Can we still get to the duty rosters on this?
I think so.
Not the nursing roster, the auxiliaries?
I think... Yep, there you are.
Thanks. Oh my God.
Snap! Snap! I said snap. Kevin! Kevin is scaring me!
Well, John, are you ready to talk to us now?
Are you still following the girl?
What?
Are you still following the girl?
Why should we? You're in here.
You've got to let me out of here, please!
Keep a special eye on him.
She's in danger, for God's sake! Him get away with it, for God's sake!
I've got to get out. You don't want to be behaving like that. You could do yourself an injury.
Make all the noise you want. Nobody ever comes down here. It freaks them out.
You must have been 12 when Helen died. You can't be Asmoth. You're just a person.
Of course I'm just a person. Do you like my teeth? I made them myself.
The letters in your name, they rearranged.
What?
Oh, that's got nothing to do with it, has it? I found you by sheer coincidence.
You didn't tell anyone you were coming here, did you?
What are you going to do with me?
Depends.
On what?
On how long you can live without eating.
What?
I haven't said anything down here some days, I'm starving. I have to keep supplies.
Why do you do this?
I mean, it's all about lung capacity, isn't it, huh?
I don't understand.
They say they're going to inject human cells into bad lungs to make them bigger again, so I thought, well, it must be all right.
To eat human remains?
Inject. What's the difference? I've got the ideal supply down here, so I just started to eat. See what would happen, and you won't believe it.
You can stay under the water for long periods of time.
Sometimes 3-4 minutes now.
That's how you got into the pool. You slipped in the fire doors and under the water until the manager had left. Then climbed out and headed for the lockers, where you kept your supply of extra food. You must have done the same trick at the monastery. You'd been there before, hadn't you? You'd been stealing from the graves. That's when you attacked Father Bernard.
He was dead mean anyway. I hadn't eaten all day.
He was still alive!
I was hungry, right? You don't understand the hunger!
I don't know your first name.
Robin.
Robin, there's some medication you're supposed to be taking, isn't there? There's something that you're not supposed to forget.
Oh, what good was that doing? It just turned me into a bloody zombie. You see this? This is going to be me. Robin Thomas. Right here. You understand?
Robin, listen to me. You're not well. You've got to let me go. Let me go!
You wouldn't be saying that if someone was coming after you. What's the matter? Isn't anyone waiting for you? Wondering why you haven't come home yet?
Yes, there is. He's going to be here any minute.
You're lying.
Joey! Joey, get away right now! Kevin, no! Oh, God.
What are you doing to my mummy?
Shut up! You're all dead meat.
No, you are!
Mummy!
It's all right, darling.
What the hell happened here?
Thanks. He's out of danger. They managed to save the leg. Should be on the mend in a few days. You'll be able to see him in 48 hours. Up, and the next one. Right in here, please.
That's Joey.
He doesn't seem to remember anything about it.
And that bloke Thomas was...
Classic paranoid schizophrenic. Been off his medication for 7 months. Care in the community.
So it's just a coincidence his name's spelled Asmoth.
So it would seem.
Then the real Asmoth is still out there somewhere.
Please forgive the intrusion. I've been visiting Father Bernard and thought I'd drop in here to see if there's anything I can do.
I think you've done enough already.
I'll go get some tea.
I gather he still hasn't regained consciousness.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I fail to understand your meaning.
How about this? You sent him the documents that took him to the cathedral. You made sure the police discovered him with those bones. So that he was the patsy for your whole cover-up operation, just like you did before, when Helen was killed.
Understandably, your recent traumatic experience is affecting your thought processes. There was nothing to cover up, as you call it. Contrary to Mr. Strange's ravings, this whole affair had a perfectly rational explanation.
That must have delighted you beyond all measure. Did you tell the police to do this to him as well?
As I remember warning you once before, Mr. Strange's area of operation can be a dangerous business.
It certainly can. If you don't get out of here, I might just be tempted to hit a clergyman. And that wouldn't be good for my soul, would it?
I forgive you. You will let me know if there's any change, one way or another.
I'm pregnant. Do you think that I love you and...
Well, I can't love you.
Hearts of Gold concludes tomorrow night at 8 on BBC One. Love Across the Divide.
Now, next tonight on BBC One, Clint Eastwood is the cop doing it his own way in the thriller Sudden Impact. That's coming up.